Hello, welcome to Swinging Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. These are going to be some homebrew reviews. Might do it as a regular Wednesday thing. I think that might be quite cool. Dave's been sending me quite a lot of homebrews that he's been brewing himself. And to be honest with you, there's quite a few people that are setting up or doing their own homebrewing. Adam, if you're watching, Adam does his own homebrewing, Adam Flanagan. And I must admit, I'm really impressed by the standard of homebrewing and how good it tastes and the quality of the beer. So we're going to start the ball rolling with something that Dave loves. Something that he's quite passionate about. This particular beer. It's called a Hoppy Weat Beer, and it's brewed with a mosaic hop. I don't know what the name of the homebrew kit's called or whatever. If you want to send me some more information, Dave, I'll put it up on the name of this video or whatever. Feel free to do it. But he's got a friend who's basically come up with a recipe for this beer. Hoppy Weat Beer, it's called. I'm not going to reveal anything. I'm not going to say anything else about the beer. I have tried it already. So there we go. That's what it looks like. Your typical homebrew beer with a nice little label on it. So there we go. Let's just get this one going, shall we? There we go. I do apologise for the lighting. It's in my front living room. The lighting's not very good, so I do apologise for the quality. I do like to do them outside in my shed because that's where I get the best lighting. But obviously with dark nights drawing in, don't get the opportunity. So here we go. Ready? Fantastic. Oh, it smells beautiful. It smells fantastic. So those that are familiar with the mosaic hop will know that it's an incredibly intensely fruity hop. So what I'm getting on that, it does remind me a little bit of the Australian hop, so like the Nelson Salvin and the Galaxy hop. Reminds me a little bit of that, but a little bit more zingy. Oh god, it's like got this. It's like got a little bit of a pink grapefruit in there. It's got lemon in that, but it's got like this zazzy, like oh god, like a really got a little bit of mango, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of blood orange. It's got the full bag of mashings. It's difficult to depict one fruit that comes above everything else. I would be inclined to say like almost like a blood orange maybe, but it's difficult because there's so many fruity hops that come from that. So that's what the beer looks like. Okay, got some nice big bubbles in there. Got a nice, really white, foamy head. It smells beautiful. It smells fantastic. Now, if someone said to me, this is a craft beer brewed with a mosaic hop, and I cracked it open, I would say, yeah, it definitely is. It just smells like a craft beer. It just smells as good as anything from Tesco. It's got a cleanness about it, this beer. It's got a crispness on the smell. Very, very fresh. Very fresh. Almost reminds me of like one of these dry hop lagers, actually. Oh yeah, switching on. Now, what you are getting from it is a little bit of a Parma Violet, a slight floral note. Almost like, yeah, maybe not soapy, but floral. And it's the best way to describe it is probably Parma Violet. It's almost got like a sherbetiness maybe. It smells fantastic. It's dissipating the head a bit. All right. So now the head's going down, I'm getting a little bit more, almost like sherbetiness. So the yeast that's used is quite a light. It's an American yeast, I believe, that's quite a light yeast. So it's not particularly heavy beer, and it keeps the hop profile of the mosaic hop. It just smells sweet. It's got like this lovely sweet, fruity juiciness to it. Right, let's dive in. Cheers. Delivers on the flavour. Wow, it's lovely. Actually, wow. I must have said the best bottle to last. When I review beers, I like to. A lot of people will review continuous beers, so they'll review a beer, then they'll review another one after, then they'll review another one after, then they'll review another after. I think that's impossible to do because every time you drink a beer, unless you cleanse your palate, and I think that's a difficult thing to do, to get rid of all the oils and all the flavours, and all, especially if you're having some hops that have really got a really high sort of bitter profiles to them. It's really difficult to get rid of that flavour that sort of coats your tongue. So I like to come in clean on a beer. I like to, if I'm going to review a beer, I like to make sure that I've had nothing spicy to eat first, or I've had something that's quite plain, or I've not eaten for an hour or so, and I come in there, and wow, it makes a massive difference when you're drinking a beer. That it's just so drinkable. It's, for me, it doesn't come across as a wheat beer, actually, for me. I don't know though. It's very light. It's like a lager. It's like a really, really fruity lager. Is that a criticism? I don't know. The malts in it are perfectly balanced with the hops. It's got these. I'm guessing. I think he's told me what malts are they. Not Pilsner malts. I can't remember what malts he said. But they're very, very light, delicate. You know, you ain't got anything like anything ridiculous in here, like a bloody crystal malt, which will just completely take over the hop profile and the hop flavours. So it's light, it's beautiful, it is really good. And you're getting that really almost not resinous. It's not a resinous beer. It's really light, it's really crisp. You do get you're getting a hop bitterness that is really incredibly pleasant. It's not clawing away at you. It's not like packed full of hops that are constantly clawing, and which is if you like that sort of thing, that's fine. It's just like you're getting loads of flavour from the hop. You are getting a bitterness, a slight dry finish, not incredibly dry, but a slight dry finish. But it's just enough to make you want to keep going back and going back and going back. Yeah. So going back to what I was saying about the smell, you're getting and the flavour and the taste actually. That Parma Violet sort of flavour comes through. It is almost like a floral sherbety sort of flavour that comes through. But it's very pleasant. You get that more and more as you drink it. But what you hit straight away, you hit with that Parma Violet sort of sherbetiness, and then it dissipates into like a really fruit, almost like a stone fruit sweetness. That then kind of it goes back, and then so you hit with that first, and then it, like you're going through the phase, which is a sign of a really good quality beer. You know, really good quality, a really good quality recipe. You know. I'm probably waffling a little bit, but I do really like this. I think this is really, really nice. Yeah, Dave's given me about 12 of these or something. And they have fluctuated in quality a bit, but then again, that might be because I've drunk something else before it, and it's not quite hit me as much. But it's 5%, and I think you've got to drink this on a really clean palate. Don't drink anything else before it, because it is quite light. Some of the flavours in these are quite subtle, because it's not one of those really hard-hitting, punching, really bitter IPAs. It's got some of that hop profile in it, but it's quite light. I suppose when I associate wheat beers as being a bit heavier. Not that I'm complaining, because I prefer this, I think. I'm not a massive wheat beer fan. Really good. Lovely. And the flavour, I think it's more of a blood orange I'm getting. But you're getting little peachy notes. You're getting little apricot notes as well. Oh, it's so nice. It's so pleasant. What am I going to rate this beer? I don't know if I haven't really thought about a rating system, because it's the first homebrew I've reviewed. It's a 9.5 out of 10. It's a 9.5 out of 10. It's beautiful. I can't really find much fault with it, to be honest with you. So shall I just give it a 10 out of 10? You know. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I can't fault it. I'm drinking it. I think it's beautiful. The only thing that might stop me is, for me, my personal preference of a beer is something maybe that, like a stout, or something that's that's just like a dessert. That's my ultimate drink. But then again, for the style of this beer, even though I'm almost saying it's a lager rather than a wheat beer, I don't really care. It tastes great. It tastes fantastic. It's a really, really, really sessionable beer. You don't notice the 5% in it as well. That's the other thing. I'd say it's more like it drinks like a 4%, 3, even like a 3.5 maybe. A fantastic lacing on the glass all the way through. Top quality stuff this, Dave. Really good. Yeah, you're getting a bit of a wheatiness actually on the nose then. So yeah, 10 out of 10. What can I say? Fantastic. I might make this a regular thing. If you're interested in sending me any of your own brew, just let me know. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Swigging Steve on Facebook, or you can find me. I'm Steve Fiddler on Facebook. So if you want to message me and get in touch with me, if you want to send any own brews, I'm more than happy to review it. So yeah, thanks very much, Dave. And yeah, see you next time.